Hey, word on the street is your binoculars are from 1976. Do you want some cool ones from Vortex? Yeah, you do. Like, comment, subscribe. We're giving them away every single month of the season. So if you like, comment, and subscribe, you're entered. Who doesn't like free stuff? 'Tis the season. Well, guys, it's the season to start hunting mornings. And here's what I'll say. If you haven't hunted a morning up till now, you might have even been too late. When I start seeing October cold fronts, I even think about hunting mornings then. And what I will say is, even in the time frame in which we're shooting this video, which is a bit earlier than that even, I've even thought about hunting some mornings because of the fluctuation in temperature. We've gone and had 40 degree temp swings from noon to 6 a.m. the next morning. And when you have that big of a temp swing, even though it might be hot as hell during the day and it drops down to 45, let's say we were at 85 during the day and then it drops to 45 in the morning, guys, it's still 45 in the morning. And the time in which that lowest temperature takes place is at sunrise. So the morning activity could be better those days. So I'll say right now, like, there's times to hunt September mornings. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. People will tell you that the bucks are back in their beds and blah, 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 blah. I've had 9-year-old deer traveling a half mile across my property to get to my destination field and back in daylight hours and getting back at 9 a.m. I had a 4-year-old, 4 or 5-year-old, probably a 4-year-old, which a lot of you are interested in. I know everybody likes to puff their chest out and talk about 8-year-old deer. It's not relatable. But like a good 4-year-old deer I had on camera at 9:30 in the morning this past week, and we're still talking early season. So now if you're one of these guys that just, like, you don't care and you just got this thing in your head, you're like, I don't hunt early season mornings, well, make sure that you start hunting them October 15th at the latest. If you got reason to do it earlier, the reasons I just gave you guys, you should absolutely be doing so. But October 15th, no doubt about it, is time to start hunting mornings. And the reason that I actually prefer mornings, guys, over evenings, there's a couple reasons. One, the coldest part of the day is at sunrise, right? When is the deer most likely to be moving? At the coldest part of the day, okay? The other thing that I really like about hunting mornings, guys, especially sunny mornings, so I'll be looking at my forecast and I'll see a couple things, and these are some quick tips. You should probably be writing these down, guys. I'll be seeing some quick tips saying like I'll be looking for certain things saying it's a sunny day or it's a cloudy day. Okay, why you think about that, Brett? Sunnier days, the thermals are more likely to rise faster, and that's what I'm really talking about here on the morning sits is the thermals. The thermals are more likely to rise faster if it's sunnier. And so if that's the case, the wind gets up and out of there, your scent gets up and out of there a lot faster. I'm also paying attention to wind speed. And sometimes I'm almost not paying attention to wind speed. What do you mean, Brett? Well, if I see a southwest wind at 4 miles an hour at sunrise and same for a couple hours after, I'm honestly not too focused on the wind direction, especially on a sunny day, because those thermals are going to be sucked up and out of there, and those deer aren't going to be able to smell you. I've told this story before, but it was like an east-southeast wind on a spot that I only hunted on northwest winds. The wind was light and variable. I generally look for under 7 miles an hour. 7 is risking it, but less than that. And basically, those thermals, even though this buck was bedded up a ridge, were carrying up and over this deer. Okay, and it was textbook. He came right down, wind in his favor. He thought he was coming to hit the scrape right in front of me, and he did. And the wind was in his favor, but my thermals were going over the top because it was a sunny day and the winds were light and variable. So I would never normally hunt that wind direction, but because I knew what the thermals were doing in the mornings, I decided to. I decided to go into that stand. So pay attention to that, guys. If it's a cloudy day, realize you might get more of an evening swirl when it comes to thermals. It can absolutely screw you. And in that given scenario, make sure you're sitting close to a draw or a drainage in which you're okay with your scent going down into. So at the end of the day, guys, the time is now. It's time to start hunting mornings. You just should be strategic about how you do it. And when we get to October 25th, hunt all the mornings you can, if I had to be honest with you. But until then, pay attention. Pick the right ones. Pick the sunny days. Pick the days in which the wind is under 7 miles an hour, especially at the time in which you're hunting, so that you can bank on that morning thermal, let that thermal drift up and out of there, and a lot of times you're going to have a lot more luck just by picking those mornings versus just any morning, like you might later in the season, guys. And if you can do that, you might have a story just like mine, where I killed that buck in Kentucky on the wrong wind, but in the right thermal situation, guys. Good luck.